How's it going, traders? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the software tools that I use in my trading. Now, all of the tools that you're going to see today are custom-built tools, one of which is available to the public and one is not currently yet available. I'm going to talk about both of these tools and how I use them in my trading on a day-to-day basis. Let's get into the video right now. How's it going, traders? Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new here, my name is Nick. I make all sorts of trading content here on YouTube. I talk about some of my trades. I talk about market tools that I use, like the ones I'm showing you now. I do market analysis and all sorts of financial coverage of certain things going on. We do all sorts of Forex related stuff here. And what you can see here is we're taking a look at the currency pairs or currency pair GBP CHF. Now, this currency pair is one that I want to talk about specifically today with kind of the context of the tools that I use to track the markets, the tools that I use to kind of help me make decisions about the market. Now, if you don't know this about me, I have a background in computer science. So a lot of the stuff that I do is kind of built around system trading, right? So computer science, I'm a programmer, so I like to build stuff, right? So one of the things you can see here, this is the currency strength meter. Now, if you don't know what this tool is, this is a tool that I built by myself. It is a MetaTrader 4 platform tool. And what it will basically do is we'll sit here on the chart and kind of look at the market, and it will determine which currencies are moving the strongest, which ones are trending, which ones are sideways, all of that good stuff. By the way, if there's a tool here that you want to get or have access to, I do sell this tool. This is a program that took me, months to build. A lot of love, sweat, and tears went into making the tool that you see here on the screen. This is the currency strength meter. I use it every single day to analyze kind of what part of the markets are moving, right? So what you can see here is that it's showing us here on the screen that GBP is currently the strongest pair. It's also showing us that USD is currently the weakest pair, and we're looking at the 15-minute chart. Now, if I adjust this, let's say that I look at the 1-hour chart, and you can see if my chart didn't freak out on me, right? If I kind of look here, now you can see GBP is the strongest pair and CAD or Canadian is the weakest currency pair across the 1-hour chart. Now, this is looking at all of the different major players: GBP, Euro, New Zealand, Aussie, Swiss, Yen, CAD, USD. You get the example, right? So it's showing us, and you can see it's shifting in real time. You can see down here, we're also getting a reading on all the different time frames. You can see, for example, if I was to look at the New Zealand dollar here, you can see that on the 1-minute time frame, light blue indicates that it's slightly bullish. Blue means it's bullish, so we can see bullish on the lower time frames and slightly weak on the higher time frames, right? So that's kind of just giving us a reading of the market. Now, I designed this tool because it helps me look at the market with a more objective standpoint. Everything that I can take emotions out of in my trading, I have done, right? I remove emotions from my trading, and one of the best ways for me to do that is to have software tools, and that's why I've built them all, right? So thank God for my parents sending me to college so that I could learn about computer science, because it allowed me to build all the tools that you see here on the screen. Now, again, I use this to kind of analyze and give me a bias for both my day trades and my swing trades. So if I'm looking at the day trade side of things, this might give me a bias to look for strong movements on the GBP USD, right? Or GBP Swiss in this case, right? You can see Swiss just switched over to one of the weak pairs, right? You can see it in the red. Now it's gone. See how it's switching? It's making this video difficult, but you can see that GBP Swiss is strong. And so here, looking at the 1-hour reading, it might give me the idea to go trade this on the long side, find potential setups, pullbacks, whatever technical analysis that I want to do, because again, I do use price action to levy my trades or get involved with the market on the lower time frames as well as the higher time frames. So I'm using price action, but I also have this software tool which is helping me get some sort of confirmation about my direction. So that's how I use the currency strength meter. Again, it will also give me potentially my favorite trending pairs if I'm looking to trend trade, and also sideways pairs. You can see Aussie Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, and Aussie Yen. All three of those are chopping around. And so if you're a choppy trend trader or choppy market trader, you could go trade that. And if you're a trend trader, you could go use this, right? So again, this tool is available down below if you would like to purchase this. Again, it's something that I use every single day. You can see we've also got some indicator readings here, just some simple ones looking at the RSI on the 7 period. You can see very basic, just readings of what the markets are doing. We can look across the board with all the different USD crosses, USD Yen, USD Swiss, Aussie USD, you get the example. So that is kind of one of the major tools that I use. Now, the other one that I'm going to use is actually not available to the public yet. I'm working on it, but this is a a COT report study that myself, as well as my programming member of my team, is doing right now. We're working on this together, and you can see that this is the COT reports. Now, this is going to be the commitment of traders report. You can see there's open interest down here. You can see net long, net short positions, right? If I wanted to plot long and plot short on this as well, you can see that up here, we're looking right now, just for some context, we're looking at the British pound sterling. Right, so we're looking at the pound on the COT report data. Now, the COT report data, if you don't know what that is, it's the commitment of traders report. It's something that banks, institutions, all of that have to report their positions at the end of the week, right? So this gives us the context of what the big players are doing. Now, it's not up to date. It's not minute by minute, so we don't know exactly what they're doing, but we have a few days delayed. And this does give me some bias. If I clean up this chart just a little bit here, take a look at this. If we just do the net long and short, right? And let's even zoom this in just a little bit. And again, this is a tool that is not yet available, but I'm working on it. It's something that I'm working quite heavily on with my team members to get out to potentially to be with the public soon, right? So what you can see here is that this is the net long and short positions. And you can see that recently the pound has actually been pulled off of, right? So you can see we were very, very short, increasing short positions for quite some time, but back here in August and through August and now into September, we've seen the short positions kind of declining and the long positions picking up. Now, if we put back the open interest, you can see we've got open interest plotted on the screen as well. And so this is just another tool that I use to give me some sort of bias about the market. So this is telling me that, hey, we've actually seen some bullishness in the pound. Maybe we see some continuation here, right? So again, this is just one of the tools that I use to trade. I am a software developer by background, so a lot of the stuff that I do, as well as some of the things that I sell, right? Trading is part of my living, but so is software. So I build a lot of software tools for traders, which you can again purchase down below in the description. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has just been a little bit of the behind the scenes of what I use to trade, some of the tools that I look to create biases in the market. Help me choose and help me make decisions so that I'm not completely doing it with emotions. I find that a lot of traders struggle because they struggle with emotions. For me, software and technology combined with trading is really, really powerful because it takes some of that emotional kind of bias away and it replaces it with kind of actual data, actual software that's helping you make decisions in a more educated way. Now, of course, you can still mess things up even though you have software on your side. You still have to be careful. You can't just rely on software 100%. In my opinion, you still have to bring some sort of human touch to it. You still have to watch and manage and be kind of the running the show, if you will. If you can think about a sports team, using software is kind of like having players on your team, but the quarterback or whatever sport you're looking at, right? I'm from America, so I say quarterback, but whatever team you're running, right? If you're the coach, you need to actually position your players in a way and come up with plans and all sorts of stuff. And I'm acting like I actually know a lot about sports. I do not. I'm a software major. It's what I am. So guys, thanks so much for tuning into the channel. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.